If this zoning that we're voting for leads to a proposal to take that entire west slope and make it all housing, I'll be the first to line up and vote it down. If this goes from 300 to 500 units, 600 units, I'll be the first one to line up and vote it down. What I see here is a multi-phased, multi-year plan, which probably honestly will take 10 to 15 years to implement. So I don't think 200 kids are going to show up day one and override the schools. I think this is a plan that anyone who looks at it rationally would say would take a number of years to develop. And in the meantime, adding value. So I look at the cultural and the community center and the work that Jean Minio's doing to make that happen. And she's done an amazing job so far of building that. I think that adds huge asset, is a huge value to the town of an amazing building, the chapel, and the surrounding area for the arts. To me, it seems like a balanced plan. We might go out to developers, and what comes back is the worst nightmare, and I would be the first to vote it down. But the one thing that I noticed, and I attended almost every single one of the sessions, is there was almost, and you know, I know, Gus, you had said this, that 3 years ago when we asked the town, they had a list of things, and the master plan 4 years later came back and said, same things. To me, that shows the town actually has a lot of agreement on what this property should be. It should be special, it should be valuable, it should be balanced, it should have open space. I think this on paper does it. Until we actually go out and vote the zoning to get proposals back, I don't know what we're rejecting because it's all theoretical. So Bill might be right, and I'll buy you a beer, Bill, or a beverage of your choice. If it's 500 units and we're there, we'll buy the beer together and we'll get our torches and say no. But we don't have that data yet. And I just want to get good, real data. I've seen, Pat, how many models did you run? Do you get paid by the model? I mean, hundreds and hundreds of what ifs that until we actually go out to the market. And the last thing I'll say on it is, I'm not an economist, but we're 13 years into an economic recovery, 12 years, depending on where you want to start. It's not going to get easier to do this. We're dealing with the lowest interest rates we've seen in decades. Now is a time to go out and kick the tires and come back with a proposal. And if we get 3 or 4 years out and we have a recession and we haven't taken this opportunity, then we owe this town an apology because we have an asset that we're just watching diminish, or at least not even getting a price. To me, it's like on Channel 2 when you see someone pull out something from their garage and it's, and have no idea what it's worth. Oh, this is $7.8 trillion, right? I have no idea what the value of this is going to be, but the longer we just have meetings and another proposal and another thing we ask Pat to do, it's all just conjecture until we start moving. So I'm voting on this enthusiastically because I want to see what the possibilities are and I'd like to make an educated decision on it. But it doesn't mean that I support this final thing because I have no idea that's what's going to come back. So.
Thanks, Jerry.